I want to know, I mean, she came out and she spoke, of course, about how it was politically motivated. But she also said, I'm going to pay you back in the same coin. You know, we've done a lot of stories on when BRS was TRS, and we saw how KCR Garu continuously saw to it that, you know, he did not give in to Modi, because he used to be absent when Modi used to, you know, be in Hyderabad. I mean, I've asked you many times, why is that? Tell me, what is K Kavitha's next step going to be, Krishank?
Well, Sudhaji, firstly, thank you because I believe we've debated a half a dozen times on this false case, which we strongly believe. And we've always reiterated, number one, that there is no role of Kavitha Garu, and she's being framed only because the government of India, which uses its investigative agencies, is targeting KCRG, and for that they've used Kavitha Garu and this whole case as an opportunity. And sadly, BRS did get affected by this because none other than the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, came and used this case in the election campaign of Telangana Assembly polls. So why Kavitha Garu has to pay back for this with interest? Every BRS cadre also feels, because during assembly polls, the political parties, be it the Congress or the Bharatiya Janata Party, while this case was in the Honorable Court, one side Congress demanded for the arrest of Kavitha Garu, at the other side, Bharatiya Janata Party used this as a political tool. And now you see, though every remark which Honorable Supreme Court has stated during this release order is definitely has to be reached out and discussed, and that is why Kavitha Garu needs to continue this fight. This
So,
this legal fight and this political fight is really very important,
right.
because based on the scripts and narratives of people who were sitting in prisons. If you remember, in fact, we've debated also, Sudha Garu. I remember debating with you on this. There was one con man, Mr. Sukesh Chandrasekhar.
Yes.
No one understands that how he gets a piece of paper, a pen, because I've been in jail too numerous times on different agitations, and it is not so easy to get a piece of paper. But this man sits there, writes narratives, writes stories, writes OTT series, writes scripts, and that is carried by primetime debates, sadly, and in fact, political parties also on those narratives, they create trial and in fact investigative agencies.
All right. You know, Krishank, let
Today,
me.
today, today,
Huh.
today, I'll just conclude this. Today, if the Honorable Supreme Court is saying that based on accused statements, based on approver statements, cannot be admissible evidence, cannot
All
be a
right.
reliable evidence, cannot be a
Yes.
reliable witness. This was what we were, from 2 years. For 2 years, we were
All
arguing,
right.
and today, definitely Honorable Supreme
Yeah,
Court
but I have to
statements
tell the
state
viewers,
that we are on
Krishank,
the
wait
right
a
track.
minute. I have to tell the viewers, ladies and gentlemen, those are the visuals of Kavitha Garu, who's now gotten off in Hyderabad, and look at the party workers and her supporters who've come to cheer her, to welcome her back into the fold.